Hey there, quilting friends. It's Carolina Moore, your favorite sewing and quilting YouTuber, and today we're doing day 9 of the Mini Quilt Advent. So I'm going to grab my project bag that was part of the Advent. I'm going to grab envelope 9. If you're new around here and you want to know what's up with this Mini Quilt Advent, check out the link. It should pop up right over here somewhere. If it doesn't, because the device you're on, go down into the video description and I'll have all the details there. And we're going to hop right into day 9. You ready? Let's get started. Okay, no patience at all today. I'm just going to go ahead and rip right into this day 9. And got another half square triangle. Okay, let's look at the pattern. Day 9. Oh, that's a cute pattern. So these are 2-inch half square triangles. And so that means they finish at 1.5 inches. So they're these tiny little they are going to cut 2 inches and finish at 1.5 inches. Ugh. I'm taking off all my masking. There are 3 layers of masking, 1 on the back, 2 on the front. So I took off the 2 on the front at the same time. Ugh. You kind of see both those layers and then the 1 on the back. And now I'm the first one to ever touch this template, which is always fun. Okay, so I have my 2-inch half square triangle. It looks like this. And I'm going to need 3.5-inch squares, my 2-inch half square triangles, and 2-inch squares. So that 2-inch square that we were not using yesterday, I'm using today. And then I need my 3.5-inch big squares. And so basically what we're doing today is we're making a 4-patch, so 1, 2, 3, 4, where 2 of the 4-patch units are pieced. So here is the version that I made before. And of course I fussy cut those trees. As you can see, that's the pattern, and that's what I did. Okay, I'm gonna put these out of the way. And I picked my fabrics really fast yesterday, which was fine, but I ended up not picking anything that was fussy cuttable. Is that a word? Okay. I do the ornaments. Okay. I'm gonna do this. So I'm gonna do the ornaments as my dark, and I did this yesterday where my light is my dark and my dark is my light, so hopefully I won't mess things up. So I do the ornaments for like my big and my tiny little ones here. And then I do the red. What if I do it different? What if I do the dark is the dark and the light is the light? And then I can cut some of these, for this version, I haven't done big fussy cut points. I have convinced myself we're doing this. Okay, so my dark will be my dark to this time. And then hopefully I won't have quite so much of a time with my seam ripper like I did yesterday. I'm going to grab my big 3-inch square. And so I need 2 3-inch squares, and I'm going to fussy cut that big poinsettia here. 2 of these. Now I could fussy cut these so that they're virtually identical. I don't know if that would make it in the middle though. Or I could, there's this other poinsettia right here, and I can fussy cut that one. So I'll do 2 different poinsettias. Just making decisions as I go along. This is just a fun project. Nothing too crazy serious. I do get a cute little mini quilt at the end. There we go. Okay. So we have our 2 big ones, and now we need 4 of these 2-inch half square triangles. And these are going to go in those triangle spots, so here and here. Now if I were to fussy cut these, I would have 2 in this direction and 2 in that direction. Let's try it. Okay. So 2 in this direction. And inside that black line is what's going to actually show up on the quilt block. So I'm making up for not fussy cutting anything yesterday. And I'm fussy cutting like all the things today. There's one. I think I want them all different. Cut this one enough. There's 2, and now I need 2 in this direction. Let's do the little gingerbread on this one. And you want to be really careful when rotary cutting around these tiny little pieces. Okay, that's our third one. One more. All right, I'm going to do these little mittens. No, I'm not, because it's going into my selvage. Okay, what else? Oh, I'll do these mittens. Will that work? Nope. Not enough space about them. What about these mittens? We'll just keep trying. Come here. There we go. That'll work. So I have all the pieces that I need on this, on my dark fabric, and then now my light. So for my light, I need 4 of these little squares and 4 of these little triangles. What if I try to use up some of these random little bits that I have going on? There we go. That ornament right there. See, I'm running out of chit chat. I know I mentioned that yesterday, but then I had to refilm what I did yesterday, so I don't remember if it made it into the cut, the final cut. I want to do that. Yes. I'm just using up all these little random, like the cheese that's left of the Swiss cheese fabric when you fussy cut. And that's what these little pieces are really great for, is going in. Okay, I want to keep an eye on which ones so I've already picked 2 like grayish ones. Let's pick this one, something different. And then the question is, what do I want to do for my little half square triangles? And I'm wondering if I just want to do the greenery for the half square triangles instead. And that way I don't have to worry as much about directionality or any of that. Okay, what we're gonna, like, this ornament and this ornament are basically the same. About that Yes, that'll fit. And I've got the cat coming to visit again. Hi there. You hanging out today? She was up in the window because we have a bird feeder right there in the window. And that is super fun. To be able to watch all the birds. Hi, friend. Are you coming because you want to snuggle? Yes, you're coming because you want to snuggle. Hi. Hi there. Okay. So now I need to lay out my fabric and we'll snuggle for just 1 second and figure out if I can do this foliage thing. I do not need your butt in my face. That's not going to fit there. I might be able to get some greenery out of this one. Hi, friend. Come on. Here, come sit on my lap. You can sit right there. Yes, you can. Okay. You're not going to bump into me, though, because that's just not nice. And you're not going to cut off one of your whiskers, because that's also not nice. Furry friends in the sewing room are lovely, but sometimes just a little inconvenient. She definitely wants some lap time instead of sewing time today. Alright, did I get that cut? Yes, I did. So I have one. Alright. Let me move all of these out of the way since we have enough nonsense all going on at once. Okay. So I have everything cut but the 4 of those that I need. So there's one. Okay, you're getting stuck on me. There we go. Okay, that's a good piece of greenery. And I'm, again, looking at the inside of these little black lines. Hi. There's 2. I'm catching a little bit of the top of this ornament here, but I'm okay with that. Oh, no, but this got cut in. Not okay with that part. Alright, I think that there should be some greenery over here. Alright, I have cuts here, so I need to be careful around the cuts that I've already done to make sure that I don't There we go. That's a good piece of greenery. Right there. This will be my 3rd one, and then I just need to cut one more. I can't see around you, and I don't want to cut you. Thank you, friend. Okay, that's 3. And then the 4th one I think is going to come from up here. That should work. And now we're going to fold this up. And tuck it away. Give our fabrics a press because there are some folds going on in some of those. And now we can lay out our block. So I do have some directional, like this is a bell. And I've That's a bell. I want those bells going in the same direction. And then the greenery I did on purpose without a direction. Just make that life easier. These candles have a direction. Let's see, this one does. The mittens. And don't worry that all these half square triangles aren't fitting. They won't until we stitch them up. But I'm just kind of getting a general idea for how this needs to be and making sure that I have all my pieces, and I do. So stitching all of these 4 half square triangles is going to be the next step. Get that rotary cutter out of the way, and we'll start stitching. Okay, I can clip all of these and press them towards the dark. My iron is pretty hot. Oh, there we go, that's gonna work better. Oh, there we go. Let me give these a good press from the front as well. Okay, so now to lay these back out. I didn't care exactly which spot they went in. I just wanted to make sure that they were all directional. So like all my candles are going up. And both these have candles, so I'm going to swap these out. I don't want 2 candles in the same block, I think. Maybe you want all candles in all your blocks. That's also okay. And is anyone ever going to notice that I had candles in this block? Oh, look, there's 2 candles. I will have 2 candles in one 4 patch, whichever way I try. It's fine. Okay, so this will now be a 4 patch, and this will now be a 4 patch. So put these 2 together, and these 2 together, these 2 together, and these 2 together, and then together to make the 4 patch. Or the 4 patches, the 2 little 4 patches. And the cat is determined to be right here for this process. Her name is Cupid, by the way. She just turned 2 last month. So she's not a kitten anymore. But she's definitely here for this process. Maybe she thinks this mini quilt is going to be a kitty quilt. and she wants to have her opinions. There we go. All right, to keep my life a little easier, I'm just going to take these two off the top because I know that those are the two pieces up here. Okay, so I'm taking those two off the end of my my chain piece strip, my chain piecing, my chain from chain piecing. Yes, that. So I'm just taking these two off because I know they go here. And that way I won't be mixing up pieces again and having to figure out again where things go again. There we go. So here and here, is that correct? Yes, it is. And all my directional fabrics are all directional. So I'm going to nest those seams together and then stitch this one. Felt that unnest, there we go. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut the other two pieces off the back and press these. And I'm pressing towards the square. I don't know if I mentioned that last time, but I'm pressing away from the half square triangle and towards the square. And that is all that bulk going across. I don't know where you... Really? That is a terrible place for you to sit. She's managed to position herself exactly between me and the sewing machine. So that's what she thinks of me sewing today. Come here. Okay, let's lay this one out. No, no, no. You are not staying there. Do not get yourself comfortable. Okay, come here. Come here. There you go. And then we're going to sew these two together. Okay, so I'm going to remove both of these. And honestly, it doesn't matter which one goes in which spot. I'm going to spin these seams, which means these seams are going in this direction, this seam's going in this direction. So see those two seams? Which means that these seams are all going to go clockwise. And that should just open up, especially if I did a good job of nesting those seams. There we go. Let that set for a second. And then same on this side. Pop that open. Give it a little finger press to get it started. And then same on this side. Get everything pressed. Okay, so now we've made our two little 4 patches. Let's make sure those are all directional again. All my flames are going up. So I've made my 2 little 4 patches, and I'm going to put that together in a big 4 patch. And we've already done this once, so same thing. Sew them into pairs, which are my rows, and then sew my rows together to make the block. then just like before, these are going to get pressed towards the big square. So all that extra bulk from the seams of the pieced side is going to get pushed towards the non-pieced side. There we go. Let's do it again. There we go. And let's do it again. And now, again, double checking that everything's directional. Okay, so this all looks good. Put these right sides together. And then I'm going to sew this last seam. Now before I show it to you while we sew this last seam, let's make sure that we are, subscribed to this channel. Make sure we've given this video a thumbs up. I'm sure if you've been watching along on this series, you know all the things. So give this video a thumbs up to let people know that you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. And leave any questions or comments down below. Let me know how it's going. Are you watching this day 8 video in July of 2025? Because that's when you're finally getting to this project. That's okay. This video is still here just for that reason. There we go. But yeah, leave me a comment. Are you up to date? Is it almost Christmas? We're gonna spin these seams again before we press. Sorry, that's two completely different conversations all the same. So let's go to, I'm spinning these seams, and yes, that means that I am going back on some of the bulk of these. So my other option would be to press the seams in one direction, which means that the bulk wouldn't go on itself there, but you would end up with a bulky middle. So it's one of those, pick which way works for you, either spinning your seams or pressing in one direction. They both, there's no lesser of the two evils there, it just is what it is. You'll have extra bulk somewhere, and I'm spinning because I'd rather not have that extra bulk in the middle of my block, but your preference is your own there. Okay, there we go. We have the block that we did last time. Oh, and you know what I just realized on the block I did last time? Look at that. My 4 patches the other way around. I should have had this on top of here to make the little bow tie units in the corners. So they are the same but different, and both work just as well. Alright my friends, that's it for today. Thumbs up, make sure you subscribe, leave me any comments, and I will see you right here tomorrow morning. Bye for now.